Hi, good morning. Welcome to this vlog. Just made some coffee and now I'm about to get into the workday. Don't have anything crazy planned today, but later today I am gonna start scrapbooking. I'm making a scrapbook for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. That's what we have to look forward to after work.
The sun is setting and it's officially time to start scrapbooking. Step 1, gather all of your supplies. Step 2, get into your cozies. Step 3, grab a beverage and your headphones. Step 4, set the vibe.
By the way, I should mention, this is my first time scrapbooking, so follow these steps at your own risk. We'll see how it goes. Let's start off with a quick haul of everything that I'm using. I've got my actual scrapbook album. It's got 80 spreads, 40 pages, and it just has brown pages. It also came with these little corners. They help you place photos, put it on the corners, and then you stick the photo on your scrapbook. I've got the photos that I printed. I've got my label maker. I have double-sided tape. In this Ziploc bag, I've got a bunch of little trinkets from Europe. I didn't save with the purpose of scrapbooking, so I actually don't have that much to work with, but I have a little bit. Bought these stickers. These are the only stickers I have. I wish I had some more. I think the last thing is a white marker. And I've got my other markers that I already had. I have some like grid paper to play around with. Like I'll rip and tear out of this. That's all I've got. Let's go. I always get so scared of this type of packaging. I think I cut myself on this once. This is so cool. I think I needed to do a space at the end, but wow. I'm also gonna test out the little white marker. Pen is also a success. Also, I'm sorry if I sound like I am a child when it comes to all of these things. I think I grew up telling myself I'm not a creative person. I was always really good at school, always really good at like programming and math and all these things. I cannot draw, have no like music talent, never played a sport. I always just categorized myself as like the brainiac kid that can't do anything else. And only in recent years have I just like opened myself up to like creative stuff like YouTube, and I make pottery. And only in recent years have I told myself, listen, just because you're not good at artistic hobbies, that doesn't mean you shouldn't at least try. I've only recently let myself explore all these creative outlets. So with that being said, I've never scrapbooked before. I don't draw. I'm not like an artsy person. I have like no idea how these spreads are gonna look. I'm just gonna give it my best. And I hope this is some encouragement. If you always feel like me, just try. Well, there's the little motivational speech for you for the video.
So for my photos, I printed all 4x6 photos. I did some full size like this, but for most I collaged 2 photos side by side and I will cut them. As I chop these photos, let me show you guys how I printed them. I go to either CVS or Walgreens and I check whichever one is having a sale. I'm not loyal, I just go for the deal. Walgreens was doing 40% off of prints, so I went for Walgreens. You click on the collage prints, you select 4x6, you sign in if you need to, And when you're signed in, you need to upload your photos. You can upload using the button over here, but these are the photos I already have uploaded to walgreens.com. You then select all the photos you want to work with, aka all the photos you're trying to print, and you add that to your order, and that's when you can start making your collages and stuff. Add the 2 photos you want to print. You resize them however you want. I just did so that each takes about half of the photo, but you can do whatever collage you want. And when you're done, you click add to order. Then want to repeat this process until you've got all your photos that you want to print. I like clicking create another and then repeat the process. Drag 2 more photos, and yeah, do this as many times as you want. It's a little time consuming, but I'm glad that I printed some smaller ones rather than just having like 1 photo size. This is the best that I can come up with. I think I'm just gonna commit and glue everything down. I'm terrified, but I think we're just gonna go for it. I've been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We just got Hulu. I'm like so excited for it. I catched up on The Bachelor, so I can watch that now. Watch Married at First Sight, it's my favorite. I can just watch so many things. Anyway, let's glue this. For my first page, I'm gonna make a little itinerary. I'm gonna write the actual itinerary on this, and I'm gonna put this slightly on top of it, a slightly off situation. I'm finding it hard to film every single little thing, but I originally had something like this, basic, and then I was like, this looks so boring. So I decided to go with something like this. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna go with it. I'm back post dinner, and my boyfriend and I were watching some Survivor, and while we were doing that, I finished the little itinerary spread. Let me show you. I wrote June, the entire month, because it was literally June 1st to the 30th, and then I wrote on this with the white marker. The white marker is actually super useful. It's getting late into the night. It's almost like 10 something. I'm gonna give you guys a quick time lapse of everything that I'm doing tonight. I'm hoping to do maybe another 2 spreads or something like that.
Made my first iced coffee at home in a hot minute. Tastes so good. I have an appointment in a couple of hours, and I think from now until then I'm gonna scrapbook and try to get a couple more entries done because I do have some work to do later tonight. I think I'm just gonna take this time while it's nice and sunny and I'm enjoying my morning to scrapbook and leave the work for later. The play first, work later mentality is probably not the best one to have, but I've just been enjoying scrapbooking, and obviously I want to get as much of it done for Valentine's Day, which is in a couple of days. So yeah, let's get to it. About this. Just finished this page and I have my phone up here recording it the whole time. I don't know if you can tell, but it says 46 minutes of recording. This took me 46 minutes. Send help. Morning. It's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday in fact. I'm getting ready for the day. Kind of a packed day. We're not really doing a super big Super Bowl thing because we're heading out of town tomorrow, so I have a lot of stuff to do in order to prepare for being out of town. Going to Puerto Rico, which is very exciting. It's gonna be my first time. We're doing Puerto Rico for about a week, and then after I am going to Tampa for a few days before I come back to LA just to see my family. So I used my little Super Goop clothes screen. I actually like the invisible one better because I don't like how shiny this makes my skin look. look. Becca Under Eye Highlighter. It's the best for my under eyes. I have foundation. I'm doing just the Merit Minimalist. It's their like complexion stick. I just got this one in the mail. Kind of acts like your all-in-one concealer foundation. I kind of just use it to do some spots, not like my full face. I also love traveling with this. Like, it's such low profile, so versatile. I think there's a 10% coupon code that I have with Merit. I'm not sure. I'll leave it down below. I look crazy right now. Let me blend it out. But yeah, you can get 10% off on Merit, I believe, using the code. I'm going in with some setting powder, the Sephora one. For my eyeshadow, I just go in with my blush. The top is broken off of this one, but it's the Amazonian Clay Blush in Risque. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Merit blush. And then I always do a little bit on my nose because it looks like you've been sunburned, and I like that look. Last thing, my Rare Beauty little lip gloss situation. Done, and the camera didn't even die on me. Hi, good morning. So it's Monday morning now. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. I'm so sorry for being such a bad vlogger. It was one of those days where like the to-do list was a mile long, and I simply could not be bothered because vlogging just makes everything take longer. Obviously you gotta like set up the camera, do the thing, get the camera, all these things. So packed day. We did watch the Super Bowl. Rihanna killed it. It was so good. I did a little bit of scrapbooking. I got ready for this trip. I filmed another video. Hint, next week's video is gonna be my desk makeover, and I'm so excited for it. It looks amazing. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Before I go, I figured I'll give you guys a final update on the scrapbook and a little tour of everything I've done. Still have a long way to go, but I'm so excited and so happy with the progress I've made. Here's the first page. This is the cover page. Over here I have my little dedication, and then this is the itinerary page. This is one of my favorite spreads. I really like the look of this one. It's the street that our Airbnb was on. Trevi Fountain, Coliseum. And then this page, again, one of my favorites. I love this photo. We loved the building at the end of the Piazza Venezia. It's called the Altare della Patria, I believe. I'm probably butchering all of those, but this is how I've been saying it in my head. Have you guys ever experienced that where you like say something in your head the whole time and then somebody's like, no, it's actually this, and you're like, wow. Anyway, so that's how I've been saying it in my head. Don't come for me. This was June 2nd. And it was Italy's Republic Day, so I wrote about how we stumbled upon that and saw this like huge celebration at the Piazza Venezia. I should put some parchment paper between the pages because they sometimes stick. This is some more Rome content. We have, I think, the bus tickets that we like took everywhere. These two photos are from our Airbnb, walking around and at the Coliseum when we did our tour. This other page, I was struggling a lot with this one when I was making it, but I really like the way it turned out. I appreciate the little symmetry. There's like, these ones are in a diagonal, and then the rounded corners, there's a smaller one and a bigger one, a smaller one and a bigger one. This spread is all for Tuscany. On this day, we took the train from Rome to Montepulciano over here. I wrote about our travel day because it was chaotic, to say the least. This little business card is from a crochet shop. I bought a top from them. I put this picture in here to like show the slope because it was so hilly, like our glutes were feeling it. This is one of the big cafes in town that we went to a few times. It was stunning, like huge window. I don't think you can really tell the size from this photo. And then you just see like the rolling Tuscan hills. We saw this kitty kind of close to this house, and my boyfriend petted her and it was cute. So this is our other day in Montepulciano. Gorgeous terrace where we spent like our whole day. Just got coffee and wine and just hung out there. Look at the views. Oh man, it was stunning. From our wine tour, this was our taxi driver, and I wrote a little bit about the drama with the taxi driver, but it was a really funny story. So all I have so far, so I still have a long way to go. I'm so happy with how the scrapbook turned out. Yeah, gonna end this vlog here because like I said, we're about to head out to the airport. So sorry for being a bad vlogger this week. I'll be better in coming vlogs, I promise. But yeah, hope you're inspired to scrapbook because it's actually been such a relaxing, therapeutic hobby, and it just makes you feel grateful for like the adventures and, you know, whatever you're scrapbooking about. Anyway, that's all for now. See you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.